What's up, guys? I don't know. There's nobody on here, but let's see what happens. Somebody stop in. So, there you go. I don't know if you guys get to see this later, but just chilling in the garage. I finally got it cleaned up. Now, trying to rid the garage of mice. See if any mice come. Got the BB gun out. They're just little tiny fuckers too, like kind of irritating, it really. I don't want to kill all of them though, because I think I'm going to try to catch a few of them and put them in a fish tank and see if they'll breed. Like without water, obviously, but I'm buying my boy a snake for Christmas, and I'd rather not buy a ton of mice. So if I can catch a couple of them and they'll breed by themselves in a fish tank, fucker. Dude, the mice are unreal. I literally finally got the whole garage clean. Hey, what's up, guys? From South Africa. Bro, that's a long, long ways away. All the way up tip-top North Idaho. Hi, Lily. I'm hunting mice. I'm about to open the shop back up and start working on cars again. It's been like 2 years since my car blew up. But I'm gonna start working on cars again. I actually have to get my BMW in and get the motor switched out in it. Dude, what part of New York? So right before COVID, I owned a roller coaster company. I used to do all like the head artwork for roller coasters. So if it had like a devil's head on the front of it or a crocodile or whatever. So I do all that fiberglass work, and I put the first virtual roller coaster in Times Square, New York. I was there at like the height of COVID. There was nobody there. It was wild. I could literally walk in Starbucks in Times Square and be the first person to get coffee. Magmadon Snowy. Hi. Hope you're having an awesome day. So, I'll show you guys. The mice live down there. And I don't want them to live down there any longer. Not quite. Well, I take that back. About 2 weeks ago when I left for work, there was snow up on the hill, but we haven't had any snow since. I would assume that we're probably getting snow within the next couple of weeks though. Last week was like 35 all week. Next week's supposed to be 50 though, but it's chilly here. I just picked up a wood stove, so I'm planning to put that in the back corner. And I have my lift that I'm finally gonna put in. I have a 10K rotary lift and everything. I used to do a ton of car work. I have an 1100 horsepower BMW 335 single turbo. I built all myself. That bike I picked up for $400, non-running, rebuilt, runs great. Needs a new plastic kit, like an Alibaba kit or something. Wow. So, funny story about nice weather. Last April, my wife and I took the kids to Hawaii. We go somewhere every year for vacation, but we took the kids to Hawaii last year, and I own a painting company in Idaho. So I wrote a bunch of contractors in Hawaii, hoping that I would hear back from somebody while I was there. And I didn't, or I thought I didn't, and I got back here, and so like I opened my text message and I have at least 800 unread text messages. Ever since I started my company with my business phone number, I get so much telemarketing, it's crazy. But I'll miss text messages. So I was going through my text messages the other day, and while I was in Hawaii, a contractor wrote me, told me he had 7 houses that he was doing. I could have all of them, and I could start one on that following Monday. Unfortunately, I didn't get the text message until 4 months later, but I'm thinking I want to move the family to Hawaii after the first of the year, maybe. It's cold here. I hate the cold. I watch a bunch of shows or YouTube content, people from Australia. I would love to be able to travel. I had some felonies when I was a kid. So I can't get a lot. I cannot get a passport. And yes, my aunt is married to a woman. I fully support the LGBTQ community. And they are great people. Super great people. My aunts, anyways. I can't say anything about everybody else, but I agree. I appreciate you calling me a streamer too. That's not quite. I would love to be a streamer. I've got a lot of sick shit that I built. I've got a turbocharged 400EX out there that I built on here. I just always forget to hit record. Somebody once told me I should stream. Hi, Brett. Where at in the US were you? I thought I got that bastard. I don't stream. I have identical twin 10-year-olds. Well, they'll be 11 in a month. They do a little bit of streaming. Fortnite, Five Nights at Freddy's, and Poppy's Playtime are the ones that they're really into. You have family, or were you just like exchange or friend here? Or? It'd be cool to go to Ireland. I feel like the culture there would be really cool. Red Rex is one of them, but he's really hard to find. And the other one is Kid Fortnite. The Kid Fortnite one has a picture of a fishy holding up Thor's hammer, and then Red Rex is, I think it's like a kid riding a red T-Rex or something like that. Are you originally from the States, or was your family originally from Australia? I'm doing great, Steve. How are you? I don't know if you can see my, like the people I'm subscribed to, but if you can, that's like the easiest way to find them. Hold on, I'll be right back. Oh, Alexandria. That's funny. I completely missed that. South Africa. Oh, yeah. Sorry. I said that in the beginning. So, was your family from South Africa and moved to the States? I don't know if the other guy is still on here that was asking about my boy, but this is, if you could see that, no. That's extremely bright. Let's see. That's my boy. Right on. Where do you like it better? In Africa or in the States? Hey man, how are you? Sorry if that's loud. Hi, bro. I need translation. I don't ever do lives. I don't know how to set the translation. I just saw now. Yeah, like almost like two completely different dimensions, I would assume. Everything in America is taken for granted. Everything. No matter, it does not matter. Americans take everything for granted. Do you live in like a city in Africa or like a town established or? I mean, I've never been to Africa, so I don't know a ton about it, but I know that there's definitely some remote places. How can Bro, I would totally respond to you, but I do not know how to get this to translate for me. No clue. But I think so much talking all the mice have hidden. I probably am not going to get any. I bought 4 of those Baltinzu EM5 electric dirt bikes. They're pretty sick. I got them when they were on promotion. Supposedly the price is supposed to drop a little bit more, and maybe I can sell a few of them and buy some more. But that's the plan anyways. That's crazy. Honestly, bro, that's kind of wild, actually. He really thought you were messing with him. But like with the accent and stuff, I feel like that's probably a given. I would imagine. Yeah, I would imagine that you can tell your accent is not American. Cleveland's wild. It's a pretty wild place. North Idaho, like where I'm at right here. Scariest thing we have up here is like a moose getting loose in the streets. Which... Oh shit, there's a mouse. No, the ears never hurt. They used to, on occasion, but they've been like this for so long. I can leave the gauges out for months at a time and they never shrink or heal or anything. Lagers or ales, I don't really drink. I think my wife and I have been out like 11, not even 11 times. We've been married for 12 years and we have been out like 7 or 8 times. I more prefer like, I'm pretty old school. Like I don't ever drink, so I go back to the Caribou days. I'll drink a Caribou or a Jaeger and Red Bull. Or an Irish trash can. But usually Jaeger and Red Bull or a Caribou. Anybody that's on here, if you haven't had a Caribou, have one. And then throw on some Tech 9. Hey, bro. That's wild. I'm 100% doing research when I get off of here. I did not know that. They're all like separate entities or like, I guess like governed separately. Are they governed separately? I don't know what it is, but I could drink a ton of Jaeger and Red Bull, and I will be trashed when I fall asleep. And when I wake up, it's like all the Red Bull kicks in, and I feel like $1,000,000. I always tell people I'm getting my weekly vitamins when I drink that much Red Bull and Jaeger. I did not know that. Huh. There's so much I don't know. It's crazy. I do know I'd love to travel, though. If I can ever get my passport, it'd be really nice to travel. I know my wife would like to travel. I kind of hold her back from traveling. My kids really want to go to Japan. So I'm going to have to work on getting my passport. I think after so long, you can get your passport. I don't know. I probably have to like petition to get it. It's ridiculous, though, that something that you do as a kid can affect your entire life. What's even crazier than that is how many innocent people are in jail. And even more crazy is how many guilty people are not. Well, guys, I got a jam. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for the likes. Appreciate it. It was nice talking to you, Brandon. If you ever jump on again, I'm going to try to do this every night, somewhere between 8 and 9 o'clock. So anybody comes on, I'll be here. Yeah, I got to jump off because it's time for me to put my kiddos to bed. But I'm going to jump on here every night between 8 and 9 if you want to stop by again. It's nice meeting you, bro. I'm going to do some research on that. That's crazy. I did not know that. Night, guys. Have a good night.